welcome to Surrey604.com. Today I'm joined by Samantha Shepherd, one of Surrey's leading community volunteers. Thanks so much for being here today, Samantha.
Thank you for having me.
I understand you were recently appointed chair of the 2014 Young Leaders Community Council.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the council, what it is, and what your role is?
Sure. So I am chair of the Fraser Valley Council. So we actually have 3 councils. There's one in Metro Vancouver, one on Vancouver Island, and one in the Fraser Valley. So we are basically a group of 8 youth in the community, ages 19 to 30. So 4 of us are really active members in the community, and 4 of us are also Coast Capital employee. And we basically just get together, we review and we adjudicate and we grant money to the community, anything that's kind of youth oriented. So it's a very for youth, by youth approach to decision making.
And I understand these grants, they go towards community programs and community initiatives. So can you maybe elaborate about these programs, what they are and who they help?
Sure, of course. So we've got them in kind of every area. So we have programs that are there to build social belonging. So we feel it's really important for youth in anything they're kind of going through. As long as they feel that sense of belonging, they're usually quite successful, or they're able to get through any type of hardship. We also focus on financial literacy, so anything that will build financial literacy for youth, as well as just help them through the education process. And finally, our 4th type of grant is usually health oriented, so helping them battle depression or just having healthy lifestyles.
And you've been heavily involved in the community for years. What made you want to get involved with the council?
Oh, okay. So I've definitely been very involved, whether it be high school or university, or just even through work. And I felt like everything was kind of just an ad hoc event here, event there. And I just really wanted to build my own personal skills, as well as just bring some of my business skills to the table. So having the board experience is fantastic. And I'm just surrounded by great people that have the same mindset. So it's just a perfect opportunity to blend all those focuses.
And you're obviously a remarkable young woman, but the people, the youth that are involved in the council are pretty remarkable themselves. So let's talk about them. Who are these youth?
Yeah, so we have 4 from Coast. So I am a Coast Capital employee as well. I'm a financial planner with Coast Capital. But we've got 3 other fantastic people from Coast. So we've got someone who's in business banking. We have someone who does account openings. We also have people just from the community. So we've reached out to some of our big sponsorship partners. So whether it be the universities or the colleges in the area, or even some like the YWCA, we've reached out to them to identify some really big youth decision makers out there. And they're just doing fantastic things like psychiatric nurses. We have people from all across the board, someone who's helping out with funding over at the UCFV. So really fantastic people on the board.
And obviously this council is very new. What are your hopes with it, a year down the road, 2 years?
Well, so far, last year we had about $1 million in grants we were able to give out, and this year we have $1.5 million. So pretty fantastic. As a whole, Coast Capital gives back about 7% of their pre-tax profits back to the community. So my goal is to obviously gain more of that 7% for youth decision making. So hopefully building our budget, as well as just starting to really get a name out there. So being a part of more check presentations and learning about what the groups are doing, and hoping just to inspire more people to join the council.
And growing up, who inspired you to be such a giver and give back to the community?
Yeah, I'd have to say it was my parents, actually. So my parents definitely came from a world where they didn't have much when they first started out, and they were very focused not only on career, but giving back. So whether it be involved in community groups, with their church, any place, even just with friends, they were always really focused on giving back. And so I just am inspired by that. I'm inspired by, being successful in work, but then also always giving back to the community.
And you're only 25, you're so young, so how does it make you feel to know that you've accomplished so much and that you're at the level that you are right now?
I'm proud of myself. It's hard for me to say that sometimes. I'm definitely tough on myself, and I'm definitely my largest critic. So I have huge aspirations. So to continue forward on this same trajectory would be fantastic. But I definitely have to have a big thank you out there to some people that have given me these types of opportunities.
And what advice would you give to young people that are wanting to make a difference in their community, who may think, oh, I don't know, what can one person do, or,
I would definitely say to keep your eyes open. So there's always opportunities that come around, and so just making sure you're aware of those. And you're not kind of stuck and pigeonholed with one kind of set goal, but just open your mind and look to see what's out there. And then find a mentor. Find someone who you are inspired by. Find someone either at your school, at your work, or just even the community, and just ask them what's going on, how can I get involved, and the opportunities will arise.
And did you have Did you have a mentor growing up yourself?
Yes, I've had a few different ones. So they've been at different community groups I've been involved with, so over in university and as well as just through my own work. So I just kind of latch on to other people that inspire me and I just ask, what are they doing?
Great. And summer, it's obviously gorgeous outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful.
What summer plans do you have aside from work?
So I just took on another course. So I'm doing my Chartered Life Underwriters right now. So that is going to be a big part of it. But I am also newly engaged. So I am doing some wedding planning. Yes. So I am very excited about that. So definitely lots of wedding planning is going on. And then car tours. So my fiance is actively involved with antique cars, and so we drive around, and so definitely going to be doing a lot of that in this beautiful weather.
So wedding planning and car tours in the near future.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Samantha.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.